my name is Valerie Sentis and I am part of the R&D team at Pakwa Technologies. Pakwa Technologies is behind a novel and unique device to monitor activated platelets in blood. And why, you might ask yourself, it is important to measure activation levels of platelets in blood. Well, it is because activated platelets are an early warning sign of cardiovascular diseases such as a stroke. And there is no way right now to monitor this type of information that could potentially save lives. So did you know that 1 out of 2 Americans will suffer from a cardiovascular disease such as a stroke in his life? There are more than 27 million deaths related to these diseases, and the health cost related to all of this is over $500 billion. One of the main problems with cardiovascular diseases are, obviously, that they are hard to predict and difficult to correctly treat, even with proper medication or operations. It is known, though, that platelet activation levels are directly related to cardiac event risk. For example, your platelet activation levels would be elevated days or weeks prior to your cardiac event. It is known, but right now there is no technology to monitor this life-saving. There is no way to monitor this life-saving information. Patients at risk for these diseases are usually under daily Plavix, clopidogrel, or aspirin to lower their activated platelet levels. And just to give you an idea, last year, Bristol Myers Squibb, the makers of Plavix, a common platelet drug, made over $3.8 billion just with Plavix prescriptions. Unfortunately, these medications are hard to dose for doctors because some patients are resistant or simply don't respond well to their treatment. And this can result in invalidity problems and therefore even more cost to the healthcare system. So being able to monitor efficiently and effectively platelet activation levels would allow the precise dosage of your medication, avoiding long-term side effects and consequences or risks of suffering from another event. But using our technology, it is now possible to monitor this information. So it is possible to monitor activated platelets in blood. No need for extensive lab work, no long waiting times, or qualified personnel. Just want to show you quickly how simply this works. So blood flows through the device in a controlled way that reproduces the blood flow inside the body. Then specific signals identify only activated platelets in your blood. The amount of activated platelets is then correlated to an activation value, signaling to your doctor your current cardiovascular health or how well you are responding to your treatment. This allows something that was impossible before. It allows your doctor to modify and tailor your treatment individually and decrease other potential risks of events or unwanted consequences or side effects. So competition-wise, this is the situation. So as you can see, there are other players on the market, Siemens, Acumetrix, BD, but even though these giants are present on the market, platelet activation monitoring is currently not used on a regular basis in clinic, even though it's great potential. And why is that? Well, simply because those technologies work differently than ours and don't have the sensitivity and the specificity that makes our test unique. Pakwa's technology compares favorably to all of them. In less than 10 minutes and for around $10, it is possible to get a specific and precise valuable medical information. And even though there are other companies on the market, we believe that there is certainly room for a fast, cheap, and clear diagnostic tool. So these are the main markets targeted by this technology. So there's a clinical diagnosis, and there's the preventive self-evaluation for at-risk individual. And this market segment here is in part similar to the at-home use of portable glucometers for diabetic patients. Also, blood banks could easily use this technology in order to evaluate the quality of their blood products. And we are looking at early adapters to be cardiologists in hospitals, and this market segment is already being probed right now with our ongoing clinical study, and this market is estimated at $500 million. So we are very proud of what we have accomplished so far. A lot of work has been put into the protection of Pakwa's Platelet ActiSense technology. Patents are pending in the US, Canada, and the European Union. The proof of concept was achieved using this diagnostic tool, And the device is already being used on patients right now as we speak in a clinical study. And the cardiologists we work with at the university hospital are very happy with the results we're getting so far, and they are convinced that this tool will help reduce the number of hospital visits and operations needed for cardiovascular patients. So we wish to raise over $2 million through grant funding and private partnerships. We are also looking for partners to accompany us in the business and management areas. As you can see, the money raised will be used to continue our efforts in order to miniaturize and automate the diagnostic tool and getting it approved by the FDA at the end of this year. As well, we wish to start a multi-center clinical validation study in Europe and America, and this is currently under preparation. Finally, these are our partners, MSBIV, which invest in IP-protected technologies emerging from different Canadian universities. Our medical advisory board comprises of the head of cardiology and hematology back in Sherbrooke, which have participated in several successful clinical studies. And our management team is made out of people of very high scientific background. This team collectively holds over 30 years in applied engineering solutions, 5 in medical devices. So unique technology based on rock-solid science, protected IP, open market sector, great opportunity.